Now, why is he moving? Why? He's supposed to be on Icarus. Where are you going? Hello guys, Zueljin here. Welcome back to another episode of Ark Survival Evolved, guys. Thank y'all so much for all the awesome support on the Ark series, guys. As always, if y'all do enjoy the videos, make sure to give me some dap on that like button to show you support for the series, and you can subscribe to the channel for more daily videos. I thought this was a fitting moment. The two Quetzals just having their little moment staring off into the sky, enjoying life. So, this is the new addition to the family, you guys. Y'all know Emrakul already, and this is Emrakul's son. This is Icarus. Icarus is not so strong like his mom. Little bit of differences, some subtle differences. You'll notice that the melee damage and the movement speed is pretty much the same. Weight is a little bit different. Food is also a little bit different. Oxygen is about the same, but stamina is a little bit lower and health is much, much lower. Thankfully, we don't need a whole bunch of that. Icarus is going to be a platform Quetzal, and is going to be located in the air in the upcoming sky-based test build that I want to do. So I think Icarus is going to be, I guess, the power platform. Meaning that I'm going to make some extensions out here, and it's going to be, I guess, a place like almost a center point. It's going to have some lighting. It's going to have some electricity. It's going to have some bridgeways to connect other platforms to, because there's going to be a bunch of these guys in the air. And I say a bunch, I'm thinking 4 or 5 is probably going to be enough. All joining together to be one big sky base. Just to be able to, just as a project, because we don't need anything in the sky. There's no resources in the sky or anything, but I think it's going to be absolutely cool. And it's going to be a little home away from home and a nice project to work on aside from this. Because I thought about building a house and stuff, and there was a few comments like, why don't you just live in your barns? You have all the stuff there. And honestly, I have enough here to get by for all the time that I need, at least to collect more dinos and to have fun with that. Now that we have the arena project as well, I'd like to be able to do some taming and some breeding to get those things online. So it's gonna still be a little while before my workshop and my house area. I'd still like to accumulate enough stone and building materials to where I can actually just put it together in one sitting, 1 or 2 sittings at least, and I'm not to that point yet. Plus, I still don't have enough dillo eggs to really make some Dodocurus kibble. And I'm not in a rush for all that stuff. I'm putting it all in place so it can systematically happen over time. At any rate, I want to go and breed another Quetzal today. I'm not going to do that all on camera. I'm just going to show you all the date pretty much. D-Max said he just got another Quetzal that was really high level and a male, and I want to try out and check out its stats. So we're going to head over to D-Max space and do a little bit more leveling with Emrakul because I'd like to boost just a little bit more of its stats. So stay tuned, guys, and we'll be back. Alright, guys, we are approaching D-Max base. It is quite magnificent. My boy's been putting in a lot of work in this place. It looks great. Alright, there's our boyfriend. Awkward. If it only knew that we were here to mess around with the new Quetzal that's below us. So that is Latios. And Latios was who Emrakul mated with in order to make Icarus. Latios does not have a pedigree tag, and I really don't know what its beginning stats are, but you can see here, health at 3,900. That's probably the reason Icarus's stats came out at 3,900. So, yeah, it doesn't look like, I really don't know what the beginnings were, but it has 27,000 XP. So, most likely, a lot of that went into weight. That's the way it looks anyway, at 1818, which is fine. Now, Emrakul, on the other hand, we need to see what we can get out of this new, and I've already got the pedigree that I'm going to check with. Let's bring it down and check out this other thing. Oh, I see a shark there. I'm guessing D-Max stuff is safe. I don't really know his setup, but it looks to me like the shark can't reach the other sharks. So that should be good. They're all standing up doing the tail stand. Okay, so I got Emrakul's pedigree in hand. Let's go and check out the stats of this bird, which is not named yet. Oh, look, I never saw the trophy. That's a really cool looking trophy. I'm going to have to put some up when I get my house one day. Anyway, this is the new bird. 137. That's very, very nice. Okay, so stats are... let's see. Okay, here's Emrakul's stats. 10,200.5. Same health stat. 2250 stamina on Emrakul, 1650 on the new one. Okay, so that's not as good of a stat. Oxygen is 510. Same stat. Food is 4140 versus 5244. Food stat is better on Emrakul. Weight is 1082.4, 1213.6 on Emrakul. Melee is 302.4, which is better on Emrakul. And movement is 136.5, which is the same. I don't really know if this offspring is going to do anything. From what I understand, the way that the leveling works is stat boosts or accumulate to bring level. And if there's nothing that's higher, I don't think it can get higher. But we're going to try it anyway. We're going to try it anyway. Because there's no other Quetzals to really I hate to even use these words, to do it with on this server. So, I mean, Monkey Form does have one, but I don't know what its base stats are. And this at least give us an idea. It's for science anyway. So let's go ahead and bring Emrakul in just a little bit closer here. And I'm going to have to do the old U trick. So, enable wandering, and U. And they should start mating. There we go. So it shouldn't take that long. Alright guys, here we go. Should happen any second now, just still hitting the U button. Yeah! Alright. Disable wandering, everybody's happy, grab the egg, it should be fine. Perfect, man. Alright, I think I'm gonna take Emrakul to the North Island just to do a little bit of damage, guys. Get some levels and stuff before I head back, and we'll put this egg incubating. Alright guys, we are back. We got the egg incubating over here. Good little bit to go before the incubation process is complete and I have to start manually feeding them. Emrakul right now is on a little bit over 200 movement speed and almost 1000 melee. That's the two goals, really. I wanted 200% movement speed and 1000 melee with the base stats all like they are right now. Then we can start focusing on probably more movement speed because Emrakul is who brings me around most of the time. I don't think I'm going to bring much weight on him. I will have a weight carrying Quetzal sooner or later, but right now Emrakul is going to be my main ride. So speed is very, very important. At any rate, I think the incubation process, I think I'm pretty comfortable with the way this works. If I go into my inventory, you'll see that the temperature right now is 80 degrees. As long as it doesn't exceed 90, we should be okay with the air conditioners. The egg health should not drop any, and that's what's important. We don't want the egg to die because the cooldown timer on Emrakul is like 20 hours. So it's pretty much an entire day. Now that's still not bad. With our service settings, I could breed Emrakul once a day, which is pretty good. So as long as there's male Quetzals that I can experiment with, if that's what you kids call it nowadays, then that's what I'll do. At any rate, what I'd like to do is get started on the platform for the Quetzal that we have up top, Icarus. So what we're going to need is a little bit of stone. In order to do that, I'm going to grab Brocksteady and go out back. And I'll show y'all where I'm going to go. But I think I'm going to have to put together a generator as well, in addition to a few other things. Alright guys, I got a bunch of stuff built. It's time to start laying some stuff down because I really never built on a Quetzal platform saddle before. And I don't know exactly how big we can go or what steps we can take to make sure we maximize space and weight. So, let's start with foundations, stone foundations. I guess that is going to be the easiest thing. And from the looks of it, we will be able to put possibly 3 on here. Let's see. That looks like almost the furthest it can go. It's hard because he moves. I wonder if this would be any easier if he was flying. Let's see. And I will get off. And we'll try it like this. It looks like he's moving, but maybe not quite as much. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit better. Okay, let's push it to the limit. Forward? Okay, that's the limit forward. And how about to the left? Basically, what we're trying to do is make sure that when it lines up like that, it's still green. I'm moving a little bit forward and a little bit left as much as possible. Okay, a little bit more left. And a little bit down. That's it right there. Alright, that's as far out as we can go there. Now, how far can we go back? Because I'm pretty sure I didn't save enough space to really do 3 wide on here. See, that'll snap just like that, and that's just barely over. So it could have been a little more centered, I believe, but that's okay. Now, can I attach another one to this side? No, I can't. Alright, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Instead of that, even though it's going to waste a little bit of materials, I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and demolish. Demolish. And if we were to put one in the middle, how much space will we have on either side? Not enough to do them on the left. So the best recipe is going to be to do 2 of them, right? There's going to be one on the left and one on the right, evenly spaced. So we were on an overhang, probably about that much. Let's see if we can get in the center of this and see. Oh, that is not going to do it. Let's try that again. Oh, and now, am I going to need a ladder to get up and down here? Come back here, Icarus. I'm trying to build on your back, man, and it's a mess, okay? I'll realize that. I know it's small in here. Relax. It's a big old barn. I tried to encompass everything, but you got a lot of company. Alright. We'll go low this time in case we fall off again. And put on the air brakes, okay? Now, I'm gonna try my best to look down here and place and go into K mode and see where it ends up. It will not let me because I'm in it. That's no problem. Hold on, I need to go a little bit further down here. There we go. That's what we want. Alright, we still need to go as far up as possible, but this needs to be like directly on center. That's about center right there. From the looks of it. It might be a little crooked, but that's okay too. Let's see if we can turn just a little bit this way. A little bit more this way. Alright, perfect. I think that's gonna be about as good as we can get, you guys. Right there. Alright. Wow, what a fiasco. Alright, let's add another one. And now we're pretty much on center. Now how far back can we go? This will be... And we're also got to pay attention to weight. That's about as far back. So we can go 3 by 2. That's pretty much the size of the Quetzal platform right there. Which is a little bit smaller than I expected. For some reason I thought we can get 4. But that's still okay. And we can still jump on his neck to fly him. Is that true? Yes. It's a little bit risky, but we can do it. Alright, so now that we have that, and we do land on top of it, pretty good. I'm happy about that. Let's eat a little bit. Now, where can we place the generator? We do have a generator right down there. Let's make sure. Can we grab on the wing too? Yeah, we can grab on the wing and get down. Alright. This is the center platform, and remember, it's staying, so we're not going to need a whole bunch of access to this. Guys, we're not going to need a whole bunch of access. Let's go ahead and grab the generator that we made and the power box. And I believe somewhere we had some lights. Alright guys, I didn't find my lamps, but I made some more. So it's time to place down the generator now. So the generator, I guess, should go right in the middle of everything. I guess that's going to be the easiest spot. So that puts me right around here, I'm guessing. Let's see. Yeah, that looks about right. Let's turn it just a little bit. And move just a little bit to the left. Yeah, right there. All right. Generator's good. It could have been a little further back, but that's okay. That's fine. All right. So how are we going to connect wires to the generator is what I need to know. I want to see how far we can extend this out. So we need to put, let's see, we can probably go up to make it a little bit easier. This is not going to be aesthetic in any way, by the way. I mean, it's just not. There's no way it can be. It's going to be pretty awful to look at, most likely. But it's going to be important. So let's see, can we connect a vertical coming from the generator? It doesn't. What happens there? How does that connect? Now that does look like it. If I put gas in, let's just crank it up. That's what I need to find out. Can we crank it up and will it turn yellow? Let's borrow a gas out of here. And naturally I'll have a ridiculous amount of gas supply that goes with it when we get this thing working. Alright. Let's go ahead and put the gas and start up the Jenny. And the wire glows yellow. Perfect. Alright. So from here, we can take the cross wire and attach it. Oh, wait. Is that how it works? We can't put it in the middle. I thought that was the way it worked, but maybe not. Alright, but we can connect it possibly. I want to connect it 4 ways here. Just like that. Now, can we do the same thing going left and right? Maybe not. Maybe we're going to need to do yeah, that's probably what we're gonna need to do. It's funny that you can't cross it like that. That's so weird, but that's okay. And wait, hold on, I almost fell off. And it's foggy. I know it's getting hard to see here. Let's try one more time to the left and to the right. No, it won't go like that. And just to be sure, this is the 9 key. Nope. So it'll go out. It won't go out from the middle, but it'll go out like this. Okay, so we can do that. That's fine. It'll be better than nothing. It won't be a perfect cross, but it'll be all right. So we'll have plenty of electricity to go out from those points there. Okay. So with that said, can we connect? How do we connect lighting to this and make it happen? Probably extending some roofs off to the side in weird patterns might do a good job. What I'm hoping for is that on adjacent platforms we'll be able to make these wires extend out as well. And I don't know how they work with boxes. I really don't. But this is the grid and the way it's going to be set up. I'm hoping that's the case. I'm going to make some stone roofs, guys, and try to build out a little bit, and we'll be right back. Alright, guys. Got a few ceilings extended out here, and even though the platform looks kind of funny, everything is accessible. The only reason I'm leaving these open is because I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with them. They might be path extensions. I'm really not sure, because I can go 2 more out like this. I can go 1 more like this and another one out here. So that might be where the path extensions come from. I'm not too sure. But because this is going to be the first platform, and until I have an adjacent platform to work with, I might not be able to do it. So let's go ahead. Oh, first let's go check on our Quetzal. Holy cow. It's been a little while. If we have a baby, I hope the baby's not. Oh, there it is. Imprint. Oh, man. I'm so glad we checked on it. All right. Feed. Oh, gosh, I don't have meat. Hold on. We're going to feed you, baby. We're going to feed you. Sit tight. No meat. Oh, my gosh. No meat. Kwamahave, do you have meat? Yes. Let's get meat. Meat. We had some in the trough too. I didn't even think about it. Come on, Quetzal. You can make it, baby. Woo! Man. All right. Its health was still doing really good, but wow, was that gonna be a fiasco. Let's get you back in here, baby. Wow, that was so that was kind of scary. It's like all of a sudden I just thought about it and I was like, man, what kind of a bird breeder am I, you guys? Almost let this Quetzal die. Didn't even get to see the defining moment. I'm trying to do too many things at one time. All right, yeah, you can stay in here. Okay, we are going to disable wandering from you, and you are not going to follow anymore. But we've got to get you some food. You have 16 food on you now. Now I know Emrakul has so many out there. I'm just going to grab a few stacks now. Yeah, I know I'm encumbered. I got all kind of stuff for building on me. All right, let's see how many of these we can pass over here. Looks like 3 stacks for now. Not a whole bunch, but enough to get started. Okay, what's its stats look like? 10,200 health. We don't have Emrakul's tag anymore. Let's go back down. And I'm overburdened. Dang it, Bobby. All right. You take the excess stuff. We coming back. Don't worry. We're coming back. All right. Emrakul, where's your tag? I need your tag. Where are you, Emrakul? Are you outside? On top. Okay. I can't believe I left. Alright. Actually, we can just bring you down. Even though there's not really any room in the barn for you right now. You can stay down to where I can access you. Come on. Come on, crazy. Down here. Alright. Alright. Now he's following Archangel. Come on, girl. Okay, now we're gonna land. And you're not following anybody. Good deal. Okay, where's your tag? Let me grab your tag. Wherever it's at. Man, the inventory. We're gonna bring Emrakul up anyway. Okay. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and put the tag on us, and I'm gonna bring Emrakul up just for the meat. And Ark's gonna be fine outside. No, let me bring Archangel inside as well. I know, it's maintenance items, guys. My bad, my bad. I'm supposed to be professional. Okay, Ark, you're inside. You good? Close the door. Keep the bad guys out. Emrakul, we're going upstairs, see about the baby right quick. I know, you're supposed to be a mama. Why didn't you remind me? You just sitting on the roof enjoying the sunshine, huh? Okay. Look, your baby. Let's see. Let's see how much like its mama is it. All right. Baby Quetzal. And stat comparison. Okay, 10,200 health. It's got Emrakul's health. Great. 2250 stamina. It's got Emrakul's stamina. 510 oxygen. Food 5244. Same stat. 1213 for weight. Melee is 291.2. Emrakul's melee is still higher at 302.4 and movement 136.5. Pretty much the exact same stats. How crazy is that? Like the exact same stats. 161 and Emrakul was base what? 163. There's the higher melee damage. That's why Emrakul's melee damage is higher. So still a radically strong Quetzal. But no improvements, sadly. Alright, Quetzal. Let's give you a few more stacks of meat so we can go downstairs without any problems. And we'll just transfer a few stacks of meat here. It's gonna be a little while before he can eat on his own. By the way, is it a female or a male? It is a female. Good. Now we have 2 huge female Quetzals. Emrakul's still higher in melee, but for weight birds, I think they're really, really good, both of them. Okay, I'm gonna lock you up for now. Trust me, we won't forget about you. We're just gonna make sure you're taken care of. All right, let's get back to the build at hand. So, I was about to say, Icarus, where are you? Why are you even over here, Icarus? Man, this contraption with the stone foundations and stuff, what a mess, huh? Alright, stop right here. We need to install stuff. Okay, so omnidirectional lamps and boxes. We're going to put a box right here. Why did it not want to connect? There we go. It just took a little while to connect. As you can imagine, it's a little glitchy. It's supposed to be, though. Alright, we got the 4 boxes. Now, if we place the omnidirectional lamps, I don't know why I said it that way, directional, right here. Let's see, I guess they're gonna go all over the place. We want to place as far into the corner as we can. And it is going to connect. Perfect. Okay, let's turn it on. Nice. Alright, we've got the start of something huge, you guys. This is going to be revolutionary. Oh, yeah, baby. Not only are we going to provide light everywhere, this is going to be so cool, but it's going to serve as a beacon. Alright. There we go. Beacon and pathways. Now, another thing that we've got to consider is we do have a few Argents. We're going to have some guards built in, you guys. Some guards that are always following Icarus, because it's going to be really, really complicated to keep everything taken care of. We're going to need a food trough on top of here to make sure that the birds are always fed. And what else are we going to need? I think that's going to be it. And the birds are going to be on aggressive just in case. That way, if anything goes up to it, it'll be fine. So let's get outside here. First of all, I'm going to grab just a ton of gas, or quite a bit of gas, I guess I should say. All we have is 100 right now. That's fine. That's fine to get us started. I know where all the gas is already. It's all in the shed. But we can always make a pass up there. Alright. So, we gotta bring a bird with us. Let's get a saddled Argent to come with us. And who are we gonna bring right now? I need to drink too. I need something to drink. Where is my canteen? There is my canteen. Okay. So, probably bring Hot Wings. Hot Wings will work. Okay, Hot Wings. You're just gonna serve as a carrier right now. I hope you think that's okay. So, we're gonna get to where... How are we gonna do this here? We're gonna get Hot Wings to follow us. And we're gonna open up the doors and head on out. Wow. Alright. So, because we're still in the building phase, and because we're still in the building stage, I don't want to bring it up too high, you guys. Not right now. Not until I figure out what's going on. So what we're going to do is just place it above the barn for now. Okay? And we're going to start, that way we can come outside and look at it and all this other stuff. You know, and other people will be able to see it as well. I want to be able to see it from the ground. Okay. So, I guess that's good. That's how it's going to sit, right? Alright, we got the base. Let's go ahead and put the gas in it. So this thing will run for 145 hours. And we still didn't build a feeding trough, but that's okay. We can bring the feeding trough to it. Now, Hot Wings is going to be attached to Icarus at all times. Just for guarding purposes, right? Let's go ahead and see if we can access... Ride. Okay, cool. Very, very cool. Alright, so we can bring Hot Wings down. Icarus is going to stay there indefinitely. And we can come down here. And it'll always be a way down. Now I could set a bed up there and all kind of stuff. There's other things that I'm going to do. But I'm going to figure out exactly what I need to do to I guess make it semi-complete right now, but first I'm gonna let Hot Wings go back up and make sure this is kosher. Yep, Hot Wings is going back up. Okay, so cool. So we have to make sure that Icarus is going to be on passive and Hot Wings is gonna be on what do you call, neutral? No, Hot Wings is going to be on aggressive. That way anything that goes close to that bird, like an Origin or anything like that, is gonna be good. Now why is he moving? Why? He's supposed to be on Icarus. Where are you going? Okay, hold on. This is a problem. This is a serious problem. Let's grab. Where are you going, you crazy Quetzal? Why are you just roaming? No, we're not gonna have none of that. Are you going to land somewhere or something? Oh, I wonder if it's a stamina thing. Hold on. Let's grab. It shouldn't be a stamina thing. Don't they just regain stamina in the air? Let's go see what's going on. Let's troubleshoot this mess. Where exactly are you going? Yeah, you did land. Okay, why? What's your stamina look like? Your stamina is full. Why did you land and not just stay in the air? I don't understand. Huh. That's interesting. What if you had a creature on your back at all times and you were following it? Alright guys, so I put Wub Wub on top of Icarus and I made Icarus follow Wub Wub. So as long as the follow command is there, he shouldn't roam just anywhere. Which is kind of crazy. Like, why would he roam? I don't understand that portion of the game mechanic, but we can always do something a little bit different. The only reason I chose Wub Wub is that I don't really know what would be best. I would probably think a Phiomia would be best, because the food levels on them are really high, or you can make them really high, and they produce stuff to keep farms going online, so it wouldn't just be a wasted animal up there, taking the space of it. But at any rate, I got the generators on, the lights are on, and now we just have to wait to see what's going to happen and test it. That's pretty much the only thing that we can do left. I do want to place some more ceilings if I can, while I still am up here. So with this, I want to make it to where it's going to stick out some. Let's see here. So I can come out like that, and then one more, just like that. And I'm only gonna do the sides and the back right now, because I don't want to get it to where I can't get on its head to drive it. Might not be the most perfect design in the world, but it's a design. Hold on, let me use the air brakes. For some reason, it's the wings that are really messing me up here. I need to go out just a little bit further. There we go. Oh, one more time. Maybe. It won't place. Why? No nearby foundation support. There is a nearby foundation support. It's adjacent to it. I placed it on the other side. Maybe it's just due to the fact that there is a there's a wing in its way. Very interesting, you guys. I don't really know what to do in this case. I really don't. Let's see. Let's try to get on top and place it again. Technically, this should be the spot, right? Okay, now it fit. I don't know what was up with it. Alright, so we have that, and for this side, I don't know if we should go any further out for the back yet. I think these two bridges will serve as a, I don't know. I'm going to have to put handrails on them too, man. I'm going to have to put handrails on all of this thing. But right now, it's just a test of concept. I just want to see if I can keep it in the air, keep it fed, and join another Quetzal to it. And the Quetzal's not ready. It won't be ready till tomorrow. So, unfortunately, guys, that is going to be it for this episode. I think we've got a good proof of concept going over there, guys. If y'all have any previous experiences like about stuff like this, or any hints or tips that I might be overlooking, y'all let me know. But I think I have it figured out. At any rate, guys, that is going to be it for today. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give me some dap on that like button to show your support for the series, and you can subscribe to the channel for more daily videos, guys. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time.